Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel today. A little dark inside here. I'm inside the car on the dyno. Inside Chris's 2020 GT500. Just got a fresh tune from Ken over at Palm Beach Dyno, so we're aiming for some good numbers. So in here a little bit early, just getting the drive line, everything warmed up. Gonna give it just a nice little, probably get oil temp and everything up, you know, nice little spot. Try not to heat soak everything. Put the fans on it for a little bit just to cool the blower and stuff back off, and hopefully be able to make some power out of this thing. I mean, it's doing very well so far. We ran it last night. Tune is, I would say, 95% done. We did one revision last night for a pull for this morning, but yeah, oil temp and everything coming up pretty nicely. So the mods on this car so far are, let me go over all this. The JLT intake manifold. It's a VMP 105, I believe it's 105 throttle body. A Kong ported blower. I'm not sure on the pulley size. I want to say 2.5. Maybe it's a little guy in there. Making about 22-ish pounds of boost, I believe it is. Then let's see, the blower, the SPE Thermostat, the Division X fuel rail kit. It is on the E85, has a set of ID 1300s in it. From, let's see, then there. Then it has the lethal cat delete kit on it. Stock mufflers. I've actually got it in quiet mode right now, so it's not too mean to the neighbors, hopefully. So we're about up to temp now, but I'll finish this, get the thing. We're sitting about 100, we're close to about 150 degrees on oil temp, so I'll probably cut it off at right at about a little over 150, get some fans on it, cool everything back off a little bit, make a pull, and hopefully we'll see some nice power. Gonna take it to about 8,500 RPM. So I'm at temp now, so I will shut this thing off, get some fans on it, and we'll be back in a few minutes to make a pull and hope for 4 digits. Okay, so we're all done with Chris's car on the dyno. Everything went nice and silky smooth like it always does with Palm Beach Dyno. Ken did a phenomenal job. You know, very happy with the results where we're at right now. Let's see here. Our final number, I'll post that. Well, I'll start off, I'll post what our baseline was, which was actually, wasn't a bone stock baseline. Had a cold air kit, the JLT was on it, the off-road pipes, and the Palm Beach just basic tune for pump gas, which that made 747. So wasn't not too shabby for very little modification. So now with all the modifications we did, which I went over while I was in the car, and it is a 2.5 SPE pulley. So I know I mumbled around a little bit while I was in the car on which pulley was on it, but it's got a 2.5 stock lower. So our final number was 981 and 708 foot-pounds of torque. I'll post that graph here. Then, as you will see in the graph, right about 7,900, it just kind of flatlined out. You know, we were hoping to be able to spin, you know, make peak power around 83, 8,400. We saw a little bit of high RPM fueling issues going on, so we're actually going to add a booster pump and retest this and see if the booster pump helps it or not. You know, it's got all the fuel modifications that we can do so far besides the booster pump. You know, it's got the lethal fuel rails and line kit on it now. We'll add the booster pump, test it again, and see if that takes care of our fueling issues up top. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear the air compressor in the background, but it just kicked on. Then, so, I mean, you know, we're looking at, let me see here, picked up 234 to the tire horsepower, 127 rear wheel torque, pick up 1,000 foot-pounds of torque. It'd be awesome. But so far, so good with it all. You know, this is the first 2020 GT500 that we've actually been able to work on, mess with in person here, you know. So it's been fun. It's been a learning experience. There's a lot of different technology, different, you know, procedures and stuff with these cars. It's a learning experience. You know, I really appreciate Chris, you know, trusting us to bring his car down here, let us mess around with it, and just, you know, have fun with it. So he is out having fun with it. I mean, he left here, and I think everybody within probably a mile or so radius knows that he's very happy with it. So it sounds awesome. For stock mufflers, it just sounds wicked. And track mode or sport mode, whichever mode it is, or it's really loud. Pretty sure it's track mode. So it sounded great out on the street. He said it's driving awesome, shifting awesome. You know, just so far, you know, it's going great. I think his plan is to take the car to Streetcar Takeover Indianapolis, which I want to say is next week. So we'll hopefully see some track times by then. He's got some radials and stuff on it, so it should do okay. Should be a very fun car, regardless of its weight and everything. You know, radials, it'd be fun. So excited to see what it runs at the track. But other than that, that's what I've got for now. I had actually filmed a horsepower in bourbon that didn't really work so well. The mic on my external microphone, which right there stopped working. It's not working with the new GoPro, so I'm not really sure what's up with that. I'm gonna try a different mic adapter. Hopefully the audio is not too bad on this, but we'll get that all fixed, squared away. Maybe try a different microphone setup. Not sure yet, but thanks for hanging out with us. If you would, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Other than that, keep an eye out for some more videos next week, and have a good weekend.